Hello, happy holidays, and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel, and this is like the first time I've seen you wear a tie.
Really?
Yes.
No, it's not. We used to wear ties a lot on this show. This is my festive holiday tie, and I'm glad to see you dressed in holiday yellow.
This is, so that I don't get pegged for being prejudiced to any particular holiday. But there are little Christmas trees on his. You know, he must have...
Sure.
Did you get that for Christmas? You probably got that for Christmas.
It actually came with matching suspenders.
Did you get a little Kleenex thing? A little
foulard? No, I didn't get that.
That's good. Oh, I want to thank my daughter for being on the show last week.
Hi, Chloe. Happy New Year.
We have to have, I think, more young people on the show. We should get Zach Hansen, who writes for
I'm not young enough now?
You're younger than I am, but that makes you very old still. No, you keep aging. Every year I've known you, you've aged. And I've known you for a long time. If I knew you for less, you wouldn't be so old.
It's like fine cheese and wine, you know?
That's true.
Keep getting better.
Or poop.
No, that doesn't age well.
No? Okay, well,
neither
do humans.
Humans. Some do.
Some
better
do.
than others.
Some do, yes. I'm 36 right now. So obviously I haven't aged that well.
No, I'm 75. Obviously,
You've
I look
aged
pretty
nicely.
good for my age.
You do. You look like 73. So
Not a day
it
older.
works pretty good.
Have you been to the movies lately?
Do they still allow movies here? Because I thought North Korea put a ban on anybody going to the movies.
Apparently, we're not allowed to go see any movies that they don't like.
You have to sit at home and wait to be bombed in your house. And very often I do get bombed in my house.
Well, you know, the movie The Interview had been pulled because Sony couldn't find any distributors or any theaters willing to show the film.
It kind of promised to be not a bad movie.
Everybody blamed Sony, but in reality it was the theater owners who were so unpatriotically cowardly that they were afraid to show the movie.
You know, after 9/11, which came many years ago, not just this year's 9/11, but we have been paranoid about many things. And I think there's a theory that I have that I'll get to in our next item where we become really nervous about outside attacks.
So anybody makes an anonymous threat, we buckle under. That means the terrorists win. So the terrorists did win.
You're going to say an ominous threat.
Yeah, the terrorists won on this one, at least for a little while. Now Sony is saying, well, we're going to do a limited release starting on Christmas.
Well, we would know by now because it's already been Christmas.
Yes.
So we know.
We tape this week because it's the holidays. We're taping a couple of days earlier.
Because we get days off, you know. Our boss gives us a vacation.
So on Tuesday, I called Russell Allen of Allen Theaters.
Of Russell Theaters?
To ask him if Allen Theaters was one of the chains refusing to show The Interview. And he said yes. He says if the other theaters are refusing to show it, then we will.
And
so
they
apparently
have
that's their
about
business
12
guide.
theaters throughout the state.
They do, well, they have 16 here.
So you asked Russell on Tuesday? Because right now during the show, we're both in Aruba. Hence that palm tree.
We're vacationing right now in the islands because it's the holidays, and that's what we do.
We do that, so we get a tan. We will be back next week
with
a
New Year's tan, yeah.
Yeah, we'll look glowing and healthy.
So, you know...
we're still talking about the interview.
So maybe Allen Theaters will show it if the other theater chains show it.
So, you know, there's all these theories about the studio actually doing this, but the studio is losing tons of money. They already spent money to make the movie. They can't get paid for it.
And they've already spent tons promoting the movie in advance.
And they're also going to spend tons of money on the lawsuits that come of having their employees' emails and Social Security numbers made public.
So they're being sued for that. So they better release the film. This film will make more money than any film of the year, even if the film sucks. It'd be nice if the film was a decent film to...
It's got some good trailer things.
To justify all this ballyhoo.
I mean, when you look at Seth Rogen, he's always a good idiot, and
that's not the point. Whether the film's bad or good is not really even the point anymore.
No, it's not.
It's the principle of the thing, and we're going to let some anonymous person claiming
who is isolated from the world. It's isolated from the world
and
every other venue. I mean, we don't send really. If we send food to them, they're lucky. Because they don't have food. They starved 2 million people in their country, and they're worried about a stupid movie.
So what we have found out is that the theater chain owners are unpatriotic cowards, and that's what I'm calling you right now.
unless they are doing it for the safekeeping of our citizenry. You
oh,
know, if
they're going to send squads from North Korea to attack us because we're going to see a movie?
Don't you
really?
see? Don't you look at TV shows where people come out of helicopters wearing black suits and machine guns? You never saw that happen?
Those North Koreans?
That's what's going to happen. Yeah, and they're very short. They could sneak through the sensors. So
I'm not at all afraid.
North Korea is just waiting for
I'm
an
packing.
excuse.
So you know,
just checking.
I'm not afraid at all.
Open carry, huh?
In fact, I will attend more than once.
I will give you.
In fact, I dare them to attack a movie theater.
That you're in.
I don't care.
Maybe everybody else doesn't want to get blown up for the movies.
Who's going to do that?
Everybody thinks that.
Please. If somebody makes an anonymous threat that they're going to, if any airline takes off today, they'll blow up. Are the airlines going to shut down?
No,
of
but
course
they will.
not.
Well, they will look and tighten up security.
Oh,
So the thing about this is our 9/11 fear. Our 9/11 made
We're
this blossom
cowards.
of paranoia and anxiety and fear
Yeah.
much greater. So much so that everybody who starts anything up, the cops kill. Right? That's one of those
well, that means
fears.
the terrorists have won.
The terrorists have.
They have won.
Well, you know, it's an ongoing fight. You give up so easily.
and the
You give
theater-
up so easily.
I haven't given
They've
up.
won. You said the terrorists have won. They haven't won. They have a minor victory.
If you look at the theater owners,
is this a
they've
victory?
won.
Not showing a movie? Woohoo!
Yeah.
We didn't show one movie.
Well, they said don't show it. We didn't show it. They won.
You know, what if Birdman showed something about North Korea? Would that have been canned?
They wouldn't have shown it.
But
Look,
what-
they're not. How about remember that movie Team America with the puppets
Yeah,
that the
that's-
South Park guys made? No theaters wants to show that now, even though it's been on HBO for years.
And I understand that the Mormons have threatened Book of Mormon.
Have you?
Is that true? No, I don't think so.
I don't think the Mormons are terrorists.
No, I don't think so. And it's supposed to be. It's coming. You know, it's on tour now.
Touring. Yeah.
Okay, so but now we also, because of this same fear, what's this from? People checking.
These are lines of people who are going to see the movie if
So,
they ever release it.
One of the things now, going to the movies, we're going to get frisked. We're going to have the same teams that check us for going on airplanes and going to the movies.
I don't think so.
And you're going to take your shoes off, and you can't have more than. They're going to start making 3-ounce Coca-Colas because you can't carry more
That's
than
right.
3 ounces into the movie.
That's right.
So we're going to have small Coca-Colas, and you know what? As soon as the popcorn machine starts, everybody's going to run for cover and take out their guns because you know we're a carry law state.
Sure.
So they're going to have their guns, and it's going to be the attack of the popcorn maker.
We'll be safe. You know, the writer, the novelist, George R.R. Martin, you know, he writes a series of books.
Yeah.
He lives in Santa Fe. He owns this Jean Cocteau Theater in Santa Fe, and he says, I'll be happy to show the interview in my theater. He's not afraid.
Is he going to have popcorn?
Sure.
Oh, good. I'll go.
It's not organic popcorn, so you really can't eat it. But, yeah.
You don't have to eat it as long as it has salt in it. You just have to lick it
Okay.
and get all the salt you need. But I'm saying that this concept of fear and paranoia that we got starting in, 9/11, whatever year that was. Was that 2003?
2001.
Was it as soon as George Bush got in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much. I wonder if he started it.
Well, he knew about it.
He did. Anyway,
let me say, Building 7. Okay, that's all I have to say.
that's it? Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right. What happened in Building 7? Oh, we'll
Building
talk
7
about
fell
it.
down for no reason,
Oh.
except that it was dynamited to fall down.
It was tired. Anyway, that's why we're having all these cop killings, because people, even the cops, are afraid of being attacked. And people are afraid of the cops. So you have everybody fearing. Were we going to talk about that? Does that come later? The guy who was ducked into the culvert?
Yeah,
Are we talking about that?
The cops were chasing a guy,
Yes.
and he crashed his car near a culvert, and
He didn't crash his
They
car.
lost-
He
they
ran.
lost
He
him.
ran. He had a
He ran
fight.
away.
He had a fight in somebody's house around Treviso. He ran.
stole a car.
Did he steal a car?
Stole a car, got away, but then a cop saw somebody matching his description run into a culvert
Yes.
down by the Munson Center. So they called in the troops, and they surrounded the culvert at both ends.
And the first,
They ordered the man out.
The first reports were there was shooting, but they didn't know if it came from the suspect or the police. And if it came from the police and the guy was in the culvert, well, I guess the sounds of shooting would have echoed in the culvert, making it sound like the suspect was shooting.
We're shooting back. Well, the cops shot at the guy
Can't
up on
figure that out.
Treviso first, then he ran away. No wonder he ran.
You got to shoot.
So then he ran into the culvert. The cops ran out the culvert. They ordered the man out. They sent in tear gas, and
did he say hands up, don't shoot? And they thought he was making fun of them, and they shot him.
So they ordered him out. He eventually came out, and they shot him when he came out, as they ordered. So it's under investigation right now, and
another one, another one.
The Las Cruces police are still trying to be just like the Albuquerque police, apparently.
As well as the Ferguson police and the police in Staten Island.
Those are one-shot deals. The Albuquerque police have the worst record in the country for shooting unarmed people.
That's because they don't spend practice. Do they really?
Yes.
We're first in something? God, we're like over 49th in economy and education. But there is a lot of violence. I don't know if it's because we can read about all this stuff. There's that woman who hit her boyfriend with iron knuckles, and then tried to stab him, and then ran away. She's probably still hiding. There's the guy who stabbed his wife in Farmington because she put a lock on the thermostat.
Because she wanted it too hot for him?
I don't know what it is, but if every husband and wife killed each other over the thermostat, there wouldn't be anybody living anymore.
Well, no, but then the divorce rate would go down.
Oh, because everybody would be dead.
They'd be dead.
Yeah. Well, that's a positive outcome.
You see? You got to spin it the right way.
Yeah. And we are now spinning. Are we into City Hall? Because I think time is moving along, even though we can't see the counter. But City Hall, which looks like it's made out of culverts. Doesn't it look like it's like 4 culverts? So anybody could run in there and evade the cops.
And the cops will shoot them.
When they come out. But this has been City Hall. They say it's been vacant since we got a new City Hall.
Yeah.
But people have been having events in there. They've been doing training sessions. They've been using it for different things. Yeah.
It was always in fact, years ago on this show, I called for the Regional Dispatch Authority to buy it and move in. They wouldn't have to buy property. They wouldn't have to build a structure. It's got a basement. There's plenty of room for the Central Regional Dispatch Authority. But no, they had to build a brand new facility.
Because it had to be safe. And
speaking of safe
now, the feds are going to go in there. We don't know what. They're probably prosecutors' offices, maybe something to do with the federal court that is close by.
Right.
Perhaps it even abuts it. But I wouldn't want to say the word abut and federal in the same line.
So, the old federal building, which is next to the new federal building, is also filled with the federal people.
With stuff.
And now they need another building?
Well,
didn't they build a big enough building in the first place? What's the problem?
The private sector isn't making jobs, so the feds have to.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
It's all about law. It's just lawyers.
It's law and prosecution, and also
criminals.
Probate people who are watching people that are on parole.
And most of the offenders that they're dealing are drug offenders.
Which will be
eliminated. Drug offenders.
And they'll be eliminated once we legalize drugs.
So they won't.
We're not going to legalize all drugs.
They won't need.
We're only going to legalize marijuana eventually.
Says who?
It's happening. We have now Florida sort of has to be able to marry gays.
Why can't we legalize all drugs?
Yes, but as we make things legal, we finally made people have their own marriage wishes followed. Yes. Now they can have their own drug wishes followed. And everybody thinks that's a breaking down of the moral structure. But it's not. It's acknowledging the moral structure. We got to take a break, don't we?
Well, morally speaking, I guess we do.
Immorally speaking. We'll do immoral things.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and we will be right back after these words.
Or ads. Do you think ads? You know what? We should just use our clickers and say, oh, that's a minute. But we will be back and call up everybody whose phone number comes up on your screen right now. Or now.
If you're living with diabetes and have Medicare or private insurance, here is some great news. Call United States Medical Supply today, and we'll send you the smallest glucose meter in the world, absolutely free.
It only takes a speck of blood, and it gives me my results in 5 seconds.
And there's no coding for easier, more accurate results.
Don't let diabetes get in the way of living. Give us a call today at United States Medical Supply and get the smallest meter in the world for free.
Get ready, America! The affordable health care here, and it's got everyone asking, How do I find affordable health insurance that's right for me? The answer is simpler than you think. Pick up the phone and call I Can Benefit right now. Waiting for you is a team of licensed insurance agents who understand healthcare reform and can help you find the right plan to take care of you and your family's health. Don't wait. Call now and get the answers you deserve and a price you'll love.
Call toll-free 1-800-426-2163.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and I have a confession to make. I have a serious crush on my workout. Hip, fun, and always a challenge. Jazzercise is the total package. It's the only workout that I've ever truly loved. Does it show? That's because I'm in the best shape of my life. What a difference Jazzercise makes. When's the last time your workout swept you off your feet? Find a class near you at jazzercise.com.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers' high rate and high pay are everywhere.
They're making another minimum payment. Great. Most of the money goes to us.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your neck.
They lower his rates and consolidate his bills into one low payment. Consolidated Credit drives us batty.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
'Cause debt sucks.
Call now.
Call Consolidated Credit at 1-800-530-4571. Call now.
Well, we're back. This is Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
And still, I am Michael Mandel.
You are. And
Yes.
have you been traveling this holiday at all?
No.
By car?
I came here to work.
You have to be very careful traveling these days. You know, there's construction going on all over town, all over the region. They're still and they're behind schedule, replacing the bridges down at the Mesquite exit on Interstate 10.
Yes.
On the way to
And
El
there was an
Paso.
accident. You know the miracle.
Terrible accident down there.
Well, before that, can we talk about the miracle of Christmas?
What about it?
I've noticed the miracle of Christmas is that there are more people. You know, when you're driving, there are so many people out there. This whole entire week or two, it's just been packed. You couldn't get anywhere. We were stuck in El Paso on Monday in the mall section. It was incredible.
There's a frenzy out there.
And even here in downtown. Some people don't know where downtown is, but it's El Paseo and Idaho, really.
That's not downtown.
It is. It's
no,
sort
sorry,
of
that's
like
not the downtown area.
It used to be the most commercial area in town,
What?
and it is across. There's two gas stations on the corners. You got Big Albertsons. You got Walgreens. You got
Village Inn and Albertsons. Yeah.
And where everybody goes on the holiday season, which is Planet Fitness. But you were going to talk about I-10, the truck overturned.
Well, that's where 3 lanes go down to 1. Down, you go from 75 down to 45.
This was on Saturday. But before, while they're still in the 75 mile per hour area, maybe not that truck, but a truck that looks like that, jackknifed. And
well, first it was going too fast and ran into a car, shoving it into another truck.
And
they all
a
flipped
woman
over.
from Arizona died, and other people had
many cars. There's like 6 cars
broken
involved.
limbs. Some people got away without actually having to go to the hospital, but their cars must have been.
No, but people on the highway were delayed 2 hours.
Yes, and we were
Stuck in
waiting for
traffic
people.
For 2 hours.
The worst thing about that, we were waiting for people.
Mm-hmm. Well,
okay. The worst
sorry
thing
you
was
were
that
so inconvenienced.
people got hurt. That was the worst thing, and died. Got hurt.
And that's just here. So, with the construction going on, you have to be very careful.
Yes, and a couple of weeks ago, I think somebody got into some guy in El Paso ran down construction workers.
Oh.
So, but these things happen, so be careful. The
shouldn't.
holiday season seems to last forever, and just when you think it's over, it really gets boring.
Well,
yes.
And one reason I think so many people are traveling is because the gas is much cheaper.
Or they had to get someplace.
Gas is down to around $2 a gallon now.
$2 a gallon, except some places around town, the residential areas around town. Texas also has gas that is like about 15 cents, 20 cents higher than here.
El Paso tends to be a little bit higher than Las Cruces.
I think they have higher gas taxes in Texas because, they're a tax state.
They do have
they
higher
to make money,
taxes.
because they don't have a state tax.
Well, their sales tax is higher, but you'd think gas wouldn't be that much higher because they have refineries in El Paso where they make the gas.
Never mattered before. It doesn't matter if your state is producing it right next door to you. You still got to pay whatever price the state pushes on it. Oh, is that your thing about cheap gas?
Right.
What else
so,
do you want to talk about?
Right. So get your gas in Las Cruces and get it cheap while you can. People going out to buy expensive gas guzzling vehicles now because the gas is cheaper for the next few months. They don't realize it's going to go right back up to $4 a gallon eventually.
Right. Don't go and buy a Hummer, the car. The other one you could go buy, but don't buy the car, the Hummer. Yes. Or they don't even make Hummers anymore, do they?
They don't? I don't know.
I think they gave that up.
Well, the used one's going to be rather expensive anyway, and they gobble up the gas.
Yes. So also trucks. Trucks have if you think you're getting 17 miles per gallon and you think that's great because your other truck got 12 miles to the gallon, it ain't great.
I feel sorry for the truck drivers that need diesel fuel. Diesel fuel is much higher than it needs to be.
It's true.
I remember when diesel fuel used to be cheaper than gasoline.
Which is why some people, including Bob Libby, bought diesel Volkswagens.
Yes.
Not a good idea.
Well,
get real gas.
I know friends used to go right down to Juarez to get their Volkswagen Rabbit filled with diesel. This is back in the 80s.
Why? Because the people weren't selling diesel? It's so much cheaper?
Just so much cheaper.
Well, things are cheaper in Juarez.
As is gas, too.
Life is cheaper in Juarez,
It
too.
is. It is.
So, wait, are you doing stuff from Tuna, Texas? It is. That comes from Christmas, Texas. We saw that. No more theater
That's
this
where they
week
got
until next. It is. From you?
Yes.
Yes, I figured. Cheap gas, that is a short subject.
Yeah, now, if you want to save gas, you can walk to downtown. Walk downtown. There's all kinds of things going on there. You don't need a car. You don't have to park. Downtown Las Cruces Partnership is happening. They've just appointed Ariana Parsons as their new Chief Operating Officer.
Is that what she is? Ariana Grande?
Ariana Parsons.
Parsons? She related to Jim Parsons?
I don't think so.
Well,
but
could be good.
She and her husband own Beck's Coffee House up there on Mesquite Day.
Up there.
And
sideways.
So we wish her luck with running the Downtown Partnership. They're involved with all the local businesses down there on the downtown
Things have been
area.
happening downtown, more events are happening. Bernalillo canceled their wine festival for some idea, but Las Cruces is getting a lot of things. We've instated the beer festival. There's, I think, 2 different beer festivals down there. May not be the best place, but it's, you're getting more stuff. We had Western music on the plaza.
Right, we're getting more restaurants slowly, and
Main Street is good.
In fact, Milagro opened up a little outlet down there in Coas to buy coffee.
Oh yeah, that's a cute little place. It's been many coffee places.
Yes, and but this is
admire
in the
that.
front, facing the main street.
So what were you going to say about Beck's Coffee House, which
Beck's
is
Coffee
close
House.
to downtown?
Yes,
you had a little complaint.
It's in the
I know
Mesquite
you never
Historical
complain
District.
unless it's valid.
I hate to complain, but having been there several times getting coffee, I like to get iced coffee, Michael. And
why is that? More water for your money?
No, I just prefer chilled sometimes on the rocks, and they serve it cold, so they don't pour.
I like it shaken,
hot
not
coffee
stirred.
over ice, and thereby diluting it. So I can get iced coffee at Spirit Winds and Milagros and at the Bean, and at Beck's as well. But all the other coffee places, except for Beck's, give you a free refill. Beck's doesn't give you a free refill.
On iced coffee or on any coffee?
Anything. Well,
really?
I can't speak for the other ones, but for iced coffee, no free refills, folks.
You should do your research because ice cubes cost a lot of money, Water doesn't grow on trees.
Well, the coffee's made out of water.
Trees grow on water.
And everybody else gives free refills. And so that's why I go everywhere else.
Well, maybe this will convince them. Oh, they should advertise here too, by the way.
They should.
You can advertise and we won't diss you anymore.
Yeah.
So that's enough on Beck's.
Speaking of water,
yes.
That Keystone Pipeline, which is going to bring oil sludge mixed with chemicals to push it down the line. It's coming from Canada and Minnesota.
Where they have tons of water.
They have tons of water and snow. Why can't we just be getting water from them? That's what we really need
Instead of, what did you characterize the sludge as? Volcanic lava?
It's like lava
coming down with oil, which is disgusting.
And they have to mix it with
water.
chemicals.
We need water.
We need water. That's what the pipeline should be carrying.
Yes.
Show us a pipeline of water.
Notice gas went down without the pipeline. I mean, what do they want it to be? Like free with the pipeline? We're not even going to get any of that gas, so it doesn't really matter.
It's like the Alaskan pipeline. We never got any of that gas either when it's over to Asia.
Yeah, go to your, gas-saving cars and vehicles, and we're going to start going. Toyota is going to start going into fuel cells, so gas is not going to be as necessary.
But water is necessary. We're in a drought here. It's the middle of a drought.
And we need pecans.
Especially in California.
So
we have a picture. That's what a drought
looks like. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, speaking of dried up actors, or whatever.
Well, Joe Cocker, poor
Joe
guy.
Cocker. He had a voice like that. That would be, he had a gravelly voice.
Mm-hmm.
He died.
He died this week. Yeah, he was at Woodstock. That's him from Woodstock.
Yeah, he was good. Good voice. That's him when he was the host of the Dave Letterman show. He looks like Phil. Who does he look like? Somebody weird. Billy Whitelaw
also
died.
Famous English actress Billy Whitelaw.
Who you like?
Who I love. She's a wonderful actress. She worked big time with Samuel Beckett back in the early days. He called her the perfect actress. This is a picture from the movie The Omen. Which she was
the next one, where's that from? That's just a good picture of her.
That's her in her later days.
Yes.
She was a wonderful actress.
So,
it's New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve. There will be other lists of people who died throughout the year, but we'll take care of that later. Happy New Year.
Did you make a New Year's resolution, Michael?
Yes, not to make resolutions.
Okay.
Champagne is big. We have a big discussion about, do you drink champagne or sparkling wine? The only champagne is made in Champagne, which is a sector of France.
That's right. Anything else is simply sparkling wine.
What are the other cheapies? Cooks, Condoleezza Rice champagne. They're all not champagne.
Corbel.
A good sparkling wine made by a champagne company, Mum's Napa, is a good choice. Mum's Napa is very good. That's Dom Perignon, very expensive.
That's a $100 bottle.
Vive Clicquot is very good.
Now on
you could also do Prosecco.
On New Year's Eve, there's a lot of parties.
Yes,
people go to a lot of parties.
A lot of cocktails. But we're bringing out. Oh, is that the chili drop? We're going to do this.
Yeah, we're doing the chili drop downtown Las Cruces.
I'll hide this.
This is the first year they're dropping a chili. Red, yeah, that's the giant. That's the world's largest chili.
That's
right
a close-up.
That's out on Picacho.
It's a close-up. It's just a regular chili.
Unfortunately, they're not going to be dropping that.
No.
They're going to be dropping an illuminated chili. It should be red and green. They couldn't make up their mind.
So, yeah. So toast your champagne with. You could put in tea forte. These are cocktail infusions. You could actually put them in sparkling wine.
Wine and
you can
other
mix.
cocktails.
You can mix these with wine. They have different flavors. The other thing you can do with your champagne or sparkling wine is mix them with Aperol or even Saint Germain, and have some variety in your drink. And we're going to go and celebrate. Happy New Year!
Now, don't overdo the champagne because you don't want the root word of champagne next day to be pain.
Okay, we'll see you next year.
Wrapping it up, Happy New Year, and we will see you right here on Double Talk next year.
Next year? I guess it will be. I guess so. 2015.